Oh, there's one.
he nailed it instantly,
that
didn't
one
he?
hit it with authority.
I mean, he nailed it instantly. I'm talking about instantly.
Not very big, but he's
He
vicious.
got after it though, didn't he?
He's vicious.
Yep, that's my buddy Stacy King back there in the back of the boat. We're fishing northern Missouri. I don't know what we're going to be fishing. I know that Stacy's going to be fishing a Jimmy Houston spinnerbait. Looks
That's
like
what I got on there
for
right
a
now.
while anyway, at least. I have a little RC2, little Ricky Clunn RC2 crankbait, little small square bill, runs a couple feet deep, 2.5, maybe 3 foot. And we're going to see what happens. We might fish some jigs. We might fish plastic worms. I don't know. But it looks like we got a good day going. That's a good start. We haven't been very far, and we caught a couple little tiny ones. And then that one was a little bit larger.
There's another one.
Oh, there's another one. I might be throwing a spinnerbait myself.
We don't have time. Spinnerbait's working.
We don't have time for those, Stacy.
Don't
we
have
don't have time
for
for that
those,
size. You better catch you a bigger one.
I'll take all of them that bite. I like bites.
I do too. I like that.
That's like a good one.
Dancing it right on top of the water.
Hey, that's a crankbait.
You're supposed to crank it.
That's not top water. You're supposed to reel.
I'm reeling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reeling now. He's a pretty nice little fish, but he seemed twice that big hitting it up on top like that, didn't he?
I thought it was a big one.
Yeah, I did too. I got in a deal this spring, Stacy, fishing with my granddaughter, and I saw a fish move back in behind the grass line. There was like 3 or 4 foot of really, clear water behind the grass line that was 6 or 8 feet. And we were fishing the edge of the grass line, and we'd catch one every now and then, and we really wasn't doing much good. And I saw one move back there, and we was throwing a little American Original crankbait, and I threw it back there, and you didn't have much room to operate.
Look here. Oh, come on.
I saw it.
That's a bluegill that big around.
Was it really? Yeah. And I threw that thing back there and just kind of danced it, on top of the water, almost like a topwater. And about a 6 or 7 pounder come up there and ate that thing.
Ooh.
And we started doing that, and those big fish, and they were spawning. It was after the spawn, but they were hanging around in between the grass and the bank.
I'll be darned.
And instead of being on the outside grass line like you'd expect them to be, and we caught some big ones after we figured that out. And you'd see them all bite, just like you'd throw a spinnerbait back there, and every now and then you'd get a bite, but you were getting it out of there too fast.
Yeah.
You got him? That's a pretty nice little fish.
No, there's 2 or 3 with him.
Really?
Yeah, look at him. They're still swarming down
I need to
there.
get my bait down there. I got one.
Yeah.
he come off. He come off. I think he's bigger than yours.
I don't think so. Couldn't have been.
He finally saw my bait. I was dancing around the area. He come over about 10 foot to get it. And then he come off. Just barely got a hold of the edge of it. Fish there's pulling pretty good. I could put that deeper crankbait on. I went down to a deep smoothie. That's a good fish.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
nice.
it's a lot better fish. I thought about, well, he's barely hooked. I mean, barely hooked. I thought about throwing a jig, getting down there a little bit deeper and see if we catch some bigger fish. I put that deep smoothie on. That's that red ear color. That's my favorite color right there, red ear. It will catch them. That's a nice one there. That's the size we're looking for, that and larger or smaller. That's the size.
Oh, there's a good one.
Oh, he was behind. He hit right on top too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not as big as you thought he was.
No, but when he hit it, I thought he was a giant.
Yeah, he's a nice one.
I just barely turned that crank.
I know, as soon as you
blasted
hit it. Yeah, as soon as it hit the water.
Grow up.
There he is, a little bitty one. He's not as little as I thought he was. He's not bad. I switched to a jig, just try to get down a little bit deeper. I put that deep smoothie on. And it caught a little bit larger fish. So I switched to a Lucky Strike Legends jig. Get that thing down a little bit deeper, and look what happened. Looky there, and that fish is a lot fatter than the fish we've been catching too, Stacy.
Nice.
That's a nice fish. He's got crawfish whiskers sticking out of his throat. What do you think we ought to fish with?
Yeah.
Here's what we ought to fish with. That's a Jimmy Houston football head Legends jig right there, and I've got a V&M Wild Thing craw on it.
Thought it hung up.
What'd you find?
Bass.
Bass? Another bass. I don't know about you as a crappie fisherman. I'm not, when your wife sends you out for dinner, I'm not sure.
I know. She won't let me clean a bass.
What? I know. I can't let you clean a bass either, I'm afraid. Yeah. Sent you out to dinner, and here you go. Nice fish on that crankbait. Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice fish. We gave up on the girls' crappie. We abandoned them. Picked up a crankbait. Try to catch a bass.
Oh, that's a dandy.
That's a good bass right there. Oh, that's a good bass right there, yeah. Ooh, here now. You hold still. I'm going to get that thing out of your face. Yes, I am. Don't you flop. All right, you're caught now, baby. Boy, he was hooked too. You are hooked. Well, that's a nice fish right there. I'm telling you. He was down in the brush, that's for sure. Yep. He's got one over here in the side of his face, which I will extract. Another one right there in his jaw. Look at that fish. That's a nice one.
Long.
Long and lean. Woo, a long, lean fighting machine. Yeah, buddy, I better leave those pliers handy, so I'm going to throw that little smoothie. Smoothie.
Wait just a second, Jimmy.
You already told me.
Got it. Get myself back here and get snake bait or poison ivy one.
Or both. That's a fish.
There you go.
That's a fish. He's not too bad. Spinner plug fish. He's bigger than I thought he was.
Nice one.
Good fish. Good fish. Well, we're not catching many, Stacy, but we're catching some pretty nice ones. Look at that guy.
Good one.
Nothing wrong with that fish. Spinnerbait right on top of the water. We're in about 5 foot of water. We've been in 18 foot of water, 20 foot of water. Now we're in about 5 foot of water. I got a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait on. These spinnerbaits, we put one size up larger blade. We put a one size up larger blade than what you normally get on a 3/8 ounce bait. One size up larger blade than what you normally get on a 1/2 ounce bait. And I think that creates bigger fish. It gives you a little bit more vibration, and I think you catch bigger fish. I forever have been changing blades out on spinnerbaits and doing that. So we decided, why not just build them that way? That way everybody can catch big fish.
There's one. Another one.
You just had to keep throwing, didn't you? Make her mad. That's the one they're trying to eat for bait. That wasn't the fish that hit you up there on that bank.
I don't think so. It didn't look like it, but did not look like it.
Oh boy, he was right there on that bank. He was close. Maybe we've been, golly. Yep, I got all I needed out of that one. I cranked that thing about 2 cranks and he got it.
Nailed it.
Maybe we need to be fishing tighter to the bank. We're fishing out a little further with those road runners trying to catch a crappie.
Well, the bass I caught on that road runner, that good one, was right on the bank.
Yeah, well, that one right there, I just engaged my reel and he nailed it. It's about a 3-pounder. Oh, got him? Yeah, a little one. Right on that stump, wasn't he?
Stump fish.
Stump bass. The fat rascal.
Chunky little
devil. We haven't caught a lot, Stacy, but we've caught some nice ones.
Some nice ones.
They've all been decent. Whether we catch them on a spinnerbait or a road runner or a spinnerbait or a crankbait, they've all been nice.
A little fat fella.
One of us throwing a crankbait, one throwing a spinnerbait, and one throwing a road runner. We ought to catch them on something, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. One throwing a spinnerbait, one throwing a crankbait, one throwing a road runner.
Who was throwing what?
Well, right now I'm throwing a crankbait, and you're throwing a spinnerbait, and who's throwing the road runner? Because I know we caught him on a road runner too.
I just let
That's not crappie. I just let you catch him.
That's a nice one there.
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice one.
Boy, he was sluggish. I mean, he didn't.
I'm telling you that they're not fighting like normal. Don't seem like. It seemed like they're almost like they're a little lethargic. Maybe it's too hot or something. I don't know. But they're not fighting like I think they should. Oh, there he is. There's one right there on that point. They're into good spots, but there's a lot of good spots that they're not in.
Yeah.
But when you catch one, he's in the right spot. Yeah, when you catch one, he's where he's supposed to be. There wasn't nothing sluggish about that fish. He tried to take my pole away from me. Boy, they're nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, good fish.
That's one of them nice ones.
Yeah, they all been pretty good fish.
Yeah. Oh, good golly, look at that. That's a nice fish.
Just as I pull into the ramp.
We're just getting ready to quit, and
Oh, my goodness.
I threw over there by an old stick.
Oh, that's the best one you got.
Come here, come here, come
I
here.
mean, I was pulling into the ramp. I'm pulling into the ramp.
I almost got you. Oh, yes, I did get you.
That's a good fish. That's a good fish.
That spinnerbait. Look.
Hey, hey. We never caught a stinking crappie. What kind of crappie fishermen are we
We're
anyway?
about pretty poor crappie fishermen.
We are pretty poor crappie fishermen.
Now, he bent my string.
Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll take that.
What do you think about that?
Hey.
Good bass, huh?
Hey, you know how tired I was? I was going to quit because we got 2 hours of sleep last night.
You don't want to quit now?
I ain't quitting. Put the fish back. Let's go back. Let's go catch another one. Crank his motor up and go back. Come on. There's another one right there. Get out of my trolling motor. Come here, you dog. Ah, another nice fish. Woo! That's a good one right there.
Oh, that's a pretty one. Oh, look at this. Man.
Oh,
now there's a strike I've been waiting for all day.
I just happened to be, look, I saw it too,
Man.
man. I just happened to be looking out of the corner of my eyes. Oh, my goodness.
I threw it in there by that old stump, and oh, come here.
They're by that wood.
I mean, he smashed.
They're by the wood. You know, it doesn't have to be a lot of wood either. Just a little bit of wood. That's it.
Oh, yeah, look
That's
at that
it.
fat outfit.
You know, we've turned a slow, hard day into a pretty special day here in the last hour or so. Yeah, it's really
That's a pretty bass, I'm telling you.
fat little rascal.
These bass are healthy. They don't
There's
have
another
any
one.
marks on them.
Oh, this
there
one.
you go, one.
Yeah,
Man.
he's not near as big as yours. We're kind of getting to that magic time of the day. You know, this is magic.
You want me to let him go?
Yeah, I'll let him go. If God could make time stand still. Now, what a stupid statement. God can make time stand still. He can make it back up.
If he wanted to.
If Jimmy could make time stand still, it'd stand still right now for about 2-3 hours. Right now. You know the real difference between me and God?
Well, yeah, what is it?
You can think of a few million things. God never thinks he's me.
That's a fact.
God never thinks he's me.
Oh, look here, boy.
Is it a good one?
Yes, it is.
I just saw
Boy,
something big. I just saw something big take off right here in front of me.
He hammered that and made a couple real hard pulls and then just kind of quit.
I got one. I saw a big one take off right here in front of us.
Did you?
Yeah, it's not this one I have on. But you know, I saw a wake come out of there.
Boy, look there what he mangled me.
Good. I like
Hey,
that.
yours is a nice one too.
Just about everybody we talk to, about every radio show we've ever done, and every interview we've ever done, people always want the best fishing tip, the very best fishing tip. And the very best fishing tip I can think of, without a doubt, I almost ignored today, and that's go early, stay late. That's it. Go early, stay late. You never know when you're going to catch the fish. And I almost created a cardinal sin today. We were just pulling up to the bank to put the boat back on the trailer, and Stacy caught a nice 4-pound fish, and we've caught several fish since then. So you want to go early, stay late. The other thing about fishing, we caught most of our fish today on a spinnerbait. We did catch a couple, 2 or 3 on a crankbait, and a couple, 2 or 3 on a roadrunner. But the key thing that it seemed like we caught more fish either right on the bank by some sort of little piece of wood or out of a big tree. And this lake we're fishing's got a lot of grass in it, a lot of grass, but the grass produced really no fish at all today. So once you figure that out, once you figure that if the fish are going to be on the wood, the key on wood, move your, don't just go from, you see a piece of wood, go down the bank. You get to a spot, crank that trolling motor up and go a lot faster. Don't make nearly as many throws, but get to the next piece of wood as fast as you can. The piece of wood laying right there. And watch for those little pieces of wood that, if that's what they're on, like today, watch for those little pieces of wood that you can just barely see, because that's pieces of wood that probably somebody else might not have hit today. And if there's a bass there, you might be the first one to bring a lure bite. But The big deal, keep chunking until you can't see the water.